For the Solubility Lab, you need your paper, and you also need to go to the left of station number 2 and get one of these trays and bring it back to your seat. After you have your materials, you're going to go ahead and define solute and solvent. Your materials are here, so double check that you have it. You should have a cup labeled BS, which is baking soda, a cup labeled SLT, which is salt, SND, which is sand, and then a plastic cup, a plastic graduated cylinder, and your paper says toothpick, but you're going to use this knife instead. So make sure you have all those in your tray. Next, you're going to start with this first question. So you're going to be exploring the solubility of 3 substances with water. Which of the substances do you think will be soluble in water? So you'll just circle yes or no for that one. Now you're going to do number 2, which says fill your plastic cup halfway with water. Now we're on number 3 that says use your graduated cylinder to measure 10 milliliters. So pour your cup that you filled halfway with water in the graduated cylinder until you get to that line, 10. Now that you filled your graduated cylinder up to 10 milliliters, you can put your cup aside because you're going to need it again later. Next, you're going to pour 10 milliliters of water into the salt cup. You've got your 10 milliliters of water here, and then you need to get your salt cup. So take the cap off and pour your water in there. Now you're going to use your plastic knife to stir the salt and water together. All right, number 6, does the salt dissolve? Record in the chart on the next page. So I'm not going to stir it completely because, again, I don't want to give it away. But stir and stir and stir this until you think you can stir it no longer and see if the salt will dissolve in the water. So once you do that, then you'll flip your paper over, and then on the back of the paper, you're going to record it. So what is your solute here and what is your solvent? Use your notes to help you. You have mixed salt and water together. So is the salt a solute or a solvent? And then is the water a solute or a solvent? And then you'll answer here, did it dissolve, yes or no? And then was a solution made, yes or no? So if it completely dissolves, then if you answer yes here, then it's also yes here. You've created a solution. So there's a reminder, if it mixes, it is a solution. All right, so number 8 says repeat for sand and baking soda. So you're going to repeat these steps 2 through 7 with sand. Record it on your table. What is a solute? What is a solvent? And answer these 2 questions. And then you're going to do the same thing with sand. And make sure you record that on your table. Once you finish filling in your table, then you can go ahead and clean up. Make sure you pay attention to your directions here. It tells you to pour the salt and baking soda water down the drain. So you can pour your salt and baking soda in the sink down the drain. But it says leave the sand water on the counter near the sinks. So you're going to take your sand water, I'm at station 2, and you'll just leave it right here down the sink. Do not pour the sand water down the sink. Now that you fully cleaned up, you can answer these 4 post-lab questions on your paper and then put this in your binder, and then you'll take your mastery check.